It's mod mixed with nostalgic. It's hip mixed with history. That's the feeling you get when you visit these two neighboring communities on Chicago's new northwest side, Bucktown and Wicker Park.
Lots of bookstores, music stores. This is a great place to hang out. And the blue line comes straight there, which is nice.
That's where we met up with our Chicago greeter, Jennifer Gordon.
Ready to show me around? Let's go. So Jennifer, what makes Wicker Park and Bucktown such great destinations?
It's a great destination. Like a lot of neighborhoods in Chicago, it's really rich in history. It really has a diverse history. Back in the 1830s, it was a big destination for Polish immigrants, which even at the time, you had Fort Dearborn, which was pretty much the only other settlement in Chicago.
For decades, Chicago was, in fact, home to more Poles than any other city in the world outside of Warsaw. Their contributions to Chicago's culture and history certainly been felt. And celebrated here at the Polish Museum of America.
The museum is probably the oldest and largest ethnic museum in the United States. It was established in 1935, opened up in 1937, as a repository of the Polish and Polish-American experience here in the United States.
Here, you'll find a tribute to Polish life reflected in its collection of perhaps the most famous Pole in Chicago history, Casimir Pulaski, honored in this historic painting.
The painting depicts the moment when Pulaski was wounded at the Battle of Savannah. But when the American Revolution broke out, Pulaski came over to instruct the Americans in the use of cavalry.
The museum also celebrates the lives of other famous Poles, like Pope John Paul II and one-time Polish President Lech Walesa. Stop in and take a look around. And talk about history. This is where you'll find the oldest Catholic parish in the city of Chicago, St. Stanislaus Kostka Church. The parish opened in 1867, and its current structure, the second one built, was modeled after a church in Krakow, Poland. By 1897, St. Stanislaus Kostka was the largest parish in the country, if not the world. Today, it remains a sight to behold. The history of Wicker Park and Bucktown doesn't end there. Like so many Chicago neighborhoods, they've gone through many transformations.
Throughout the early 1900s, you had a lot of Poles and Germans and Scandinavians. After that, we had a lot of Puerto Ricans, other Hispanic communities as well. And now you have a very hip, happening neighborhood.
Very hip, very happening, and very popular. There's countless bars and live music venues. In fact, one famous band, the Smashing Pumpkins, got its start right here at the Double Door. If you're an artist, this community is your canvas. Artists have lived and worked in Wicker Park and Bucktown for decades. The famous Flatiron Building at the corner of Milwaukee, North Avenue, and Damon is home to many of them.
The funny thing about Wicker Park and Bucktown is that being an artist really doesn't mean much in Wicker Park and Bucktown because it seems like everyone is an artist.
Don Lambert was the artist in residence for this year's Around the Coyote Arts Festival, which takes place each year in September. For him, there's no better place for an artist to be.
You need to have a place for dialogue. So if you don't have like a community that's specifically full of artists or full of musicians, it's very difficult for the individuals to thrive. That's one of the things I really appreciate about this neighborhood as opposed to other places I live.
Chances are you'll also appreciate the greenery here, with its handful of parks, including Wicker Park.
So a lot of people don't know that in the community of Wicker Park is a park called Wicker Park.
It's absolutely right. In the early 1870s, a man by the name of Charles Wicker, who was a developer and local politician, donated this land to the city to use as a park.
And the centerpiece of it is
The crowning glory of this park is this replicated fountain. The original fountain was put in the 1870s. This fountain was actually just put in last year. The original casings and moldings for the fountain were found recently in Alabama, so the city was able to reconstruct the fountain into its original state.
So whether you want to enjoy the park, eat great food, listen to live music, or learn more about our city's history, Wicker Park and Bucktown make great destinations. And you can get here on the CTA. Here's how.
32 Damon, 32 North, 9 Ashland, 49 Western, 24 Western Express, 7 Division, 73 Armitage, 56 Milwaukee, 74 Fullerton, Blue Line.
Remember, you can explore Chicagoland on the CTA.